Yeah.
I have a question regarding, I guess, you say they use Wings 3D?
Yes.
I guess, how do you even work it for any animation in that?
I didn't do it, but I believe it was just a frame at a time. Just one frame at a time on everything. Rendered out. It was all rendered out. Yeah, it was all, sorry, it's all sprite based. Everything in here is a sprite, rendered out from 3D to sprites. It's in the back.
It's kind of an unrelated question.
Sure.
Have you ever played Escape Velocity? So
Yes.
Do you think it could be an online game anytime in the future?
For Escape Velocity?
Yeah.
I don't think there'll ever be an online Escape Velocity. I'd love to see it, but I don't think that'll ever happen. I think there might be some knockoffs of it. We're working on an internal project that's the last codenamed Escort Wing, based off of the IGDA game contest. That's people are gonna put it on par with Escape Velocity when they talk about it, because it's similar, and it has the hooks for a networking layer, but we're not pursuing that angle. Yes.
This is really a market question.
Sure.
This is a totally Mac-based game?
This is a totally Mac-based game. Pretty much everything in here was built on the Mac. It started in Code Warrior and moved over to Xcode. Photoshop was the main tool that we used, and then we went into a couple of 3D rendering programs.
Is this game distributed? I mean, do you put this in stores?
Yes, this is in stores now. It's in CompUSA, Apple stores, on our website. There's a couple. We also have direct digital download versions of this. It's $30. It's actually doing quite well. We just won. We got runner-up for the best Mac game, Apple Design Award. We lost to The Sims 2. Yes.
I know you said in your talking about negotiating something with the Xbox 360.
Yes.
Onto arcade. How did you put any thought into how achievements will be dealt with?
Yeah, achievements. We've just begun into this. Achievements are very interesting. That's something Microsoft is pushing heavy. Is how achievements work. We just got back from Game Fest, where we sat in a lot of sessions on achievements, and they really want a lot of unique things. Everything from just doing an action to there's achievements you can get awarded simply by playing with other specific players that are flagged as special. So achievements almost can be anything you feel like sitting down and coding. Yeah.
Was there ever any thought of putting the editor out there to have?
Oh, the editor is available with every copy. You get the editor for free. You know, it's on there to use. I just finished writing the documentation that's online about it, and of course, I learned a lot about the editor I didn't even know it could do just sitting down writing the documentation. In the back, yes. Yeah.
What kind of budget actually?
It had a really weird budget. It was started, it was going to be a very small project, a quick follow-up to Wingnuts 1, which actually did a tremendous success for us. It was very high rated. And it grew and grew, and then we had to stop the project to work on a couple other games that took precedence, our Big Bang Board Game series, our Mahjong and Solitaire. And so we returned to it, and it ballooned a little bit, but I think it's mostly because we hired, there were 4 different voice actors hired for this. No, there's 5 different voice actors hired for this, 2 musicians, and then about 4 people working full-time in the office on this, give or take. So it had quite a bit of a budget. We threw more money at it than we should have, but it was kind of a labor of love. It was really important to us to do this project and to do it for the Mac in a world where there really aren't very many original Mac games created. Yes?
Is there, you said there's no online play, is there multiplayer, 2-player?
There isn't. It was never really built that way. It's all single-player based. We decided not to go with that. Networking, it wasn't. We don't find there's not that many people on the Mac really network gameplay. It's such a small percentage of the people who are going to buy it. It's really hard to justify it when it comes time to make it. I also forgot to mention one other thing is it does use also the built-in camera. When you save your pilot score, you get a high score, or you save your save game state, you get to you can take a picture of your pilot. I forgot to demonstrate that. I apologize. Yes.
So for the engine, you said it was sprite-based.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're basically doing is just texturing triangles?
Yeah, I can show you the map. You're talking about the map?
Well, the whole game. So
The most of them are just PNG files, and the way the editor works is we can import them in as a sequence that'll animate, and then we define the animation. The maps are triangles here. I can show you. I can turn on some of my grid lines here. There we go. I mean, this is...
So the background is just like a plane?
The background is just a single static plane, and we have 3 layers. This is the Italy layer. This is Italy, and we can drop off the top layer, the middle layer there. Now you can see the grid work. I can turn on all the grids. And you can drop off the bottom layer. And so we had a whole bunch of different textures. Let me see. I haven't loaded my textures here. Oh, there we go. In a second here, there we go. These are all the textures that are available in the game. There's about 200 textures that we can paint. And you paint them just a large layer, then a smaller layer, and then fine details on them. These here are special ones. I don't know if you can tell it from the projector, but they're overlays to give like a rocky surface to a texture. And then you just, here, I'll just paint. Let me zoom back in here. You paint just with the mouse. And then you can go in and adjust the node lines. Let me jump down to the node I'm actually working on, the bottom one here, so I can stretch these out, and you can create shapes here. And most levels are tweaked. You can also, really quick here, you can create a new map. A new map from image. And when you do a new map from image, you can define an image on your hard drive, and the game tries to map it from that. I don't think I have any pictures on this user account here. And you can map, and it'll build the map based on that image. It'll do different texture filtering, and you can apply blurs to it, number of passes that it'll attempt to try, how closely it'll match, and you can also color shift the texture, so we can make this here red, so it's more like a fall forest if you want. But yes, it's all textures, and then all the base graphics are a PNG and a few Taga files.
Last question.
Okay, last question, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Regarding, I see a lot of your games have, I guess, really that the protagonist is a monkey. Now,
Yes.
Usually use, I guess, a different character.
This is our other character. She's actually our main spokeswoman. Jen Carroll's fictional character, who's the main character in this, I guess, who guides you through it. She appears with the main character, Monty. She's on my shirt, actually. So if it's not the monkey Monty, it's her being the other one. But she may retire in a little bit as the lady who provides the voice moves to Germany. So we've lost one of our voice actors.